Talking loud keys. Yeah. Talking loud keys.
Yeah. You can't be my Muslim brother or my man and you going against my daughter. First and foremost, I'm a father first. I don't give a hell about no money. And ain't no money, no business that could ever come and rise in between me and anybody that's going to make me shortchange or ride with somebody else over my child. So if you come after my child, you coming after me. That's simple as that. We can't do no business. We're going to keep it right there. You stay on your side, stay on mine. We can't, it's no friendship because, see, this another thing, right? How can you sit there and say you was filming and you was doing this, but you went on the other side and talked about my daughter like she was belonging in a crazy institution. She don't know what she doing. She's a liar. She's this. Brother, ain't nothing. I don't give a fuck how you manipulate whatever you do. Can make my daughter into a liar when she got proof with everything that came out of her mouth. See, so that right there, you can play it however you want, then it's the truth. Just because you think you got a whole lot, you have far from a whole lot, brother. Far. And anything that she stand on, you best believe is proof with it from that man himself. So it's a whole lot of things I could say about an individual or this or that. You know, one thing about me, everybody that want to play this game, make no mistake, I do my homework. That's what make me a lot different from a lot of people. So when you sit there and you go against it, tell the truth. Your problem with my daughter was because y'all was recording and you and her had a fallout in front of me because she didn't want to do what she wanted to do at that time. And rather you was on a time limit for a documentary that didn't meet no time limit, that did not meet the release date, that did not do a whole lot of things it's supposed to do. Don't carry it over like my daughter is some fucked up individual in the head and you this fucking psychologist and all this shit now. Man, please. The truth is what it is, man. And the truth was you had a fallout. You couldn't get over yourself because of the simple fact of me and your relationship and that you felt a certain way. Motherfucking men don't run around with no goddamn panty up their ass over a situation. You get over it and you do business. If you don't, you can't do business, then you walk away from it. All that holding it, trying to make my daughter look a certain way, you can't make her look a certain way, man. Because she stand on anything that came out of her mouth. But the difference was, it wasn't never supposed to come out on that documentary. And you keep saying you filmed it. You wasn't supposed to film a shit. In Chicago, all you was supposed to do was get a foot roll of her, B-roll of her coming out of the trunk. That was it. The fight, none of that shit was staged. None of that shit was supposed to happen. You wasn't supposed to be there. That shit changed because I wasn't there. So don't act like my daughter came up there to do this fucking filming, this big filming with you. No, hell no. That shit was done in one day and you know where that was done at. In Orlando. So let's not play this fucking game, bro. Don't get on here and pipe it on one side, then come on this side and pipe it down. I don't play them in between games, bro. I don't play them in between games. This is my child. Rather everybody else forget that. I'm not a play father. I'm a real father to all my children. So you go at my child a certain way, unless we sitting down there and you coming to have a conversation, to apologize for your action with my daughter, we ain't got nothing to say, man. That shit is dead. We're going to keep it moving. You keep it moving, and we keep it moving. But don't get on there and say, me and you are tight like this, and you talk about my daughter. What the fuck kind of fathers y'all deal with? I'm not that type of father, brother, by far. By far. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Y'all keep running with this shit. Y'all keep running with this narrative, this due process bullshit. Due process. Let me ask you as a man, you even stand on two things. Do you stand with a man that fuck with children? or you don't. It's not about your friend. It's not about your brother. It's not about nothing. It's about the man principle of yourself. Because, see, I know the real truth. I know, and a whole lot of other people know. And right now, with all that shit they looking at and reviewing, they know a whole lot of shit is fucking true now. So, when there's this much truth out here, and somebody grandstanding that they not against them, but they not for them, but you in the middle, but then you sit there. So what's going to happen when they find out this man get 100 years for these absolutely 150% guilty? How do you as a grown man, parent, and everything else take that back? Because all y'all want to run around, he's wrongfully doing. When the fuck do y'all ever ride? You ain't even ride this hard for your family members, yourself, or your friends in their federal cases. So how the fuck can you sit around and, oh, he's the exception? He ain't no fucking exception. Where y'all get this dumb shit from? Man, I done sat near motherfuckers in that motherfucking institution that had more money than that was printed. The fuck that man, that's where they was at. In that same brown ass fucking, tan ass fucking outfit that I was wearing. That same fucking belt and getting them same tickets if your ass did something different that you wasn't supposed to do. So, man, stop this bullshit. He's a fucking phenomenal, historical singer. Yes, he will go down in history for that. And he'll also go down in history for his fucking behavior that he could not change and would not seek help for. And that was fucking with children. So let me give y'all this with this due process. Everybody keep telling. Anybody that don't know due process, they need to read and research what the fuck due process is. That man been getting due process. He got fucking cuffs on him like every other black man that get locked up, whether it's drugs, in the streets, organization, white collar. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. You getting your due process. You got a court date that's noted to the world, to yourself, to your lawyers, to your family. You have a lawyer to represent you. All this shit is due process. You saying he belong having a bail? Let me explain something to you about the motherfucking Fed. They don't give you a bail. It depends on your status. It depends on the nature, and it also depends on your charge. With a RICO, won't allow him to get a bail on that one alone in New York. So that right there, you can put that out the motherfucking out your head. Maybe if he was not at the head of the case, then maybe. But he's the head of the case. So therefore, ain't no goddamn bail. Then he know too many people around the world. So therefore, they scared of a flight risk. Once they label you a flight risk, the federal government label you as a flight risk. What they label me, there's no bail. Understand that. He ain't the first motherfucker that don't get a bail. The fuck is wrong with y'all? So get that due process. All you want is a due process for him. What is he getting that nobody else getting? Tell me what they doing to him. They got his ass housed in fucking and goddamn Africa somewhere, and nobody can talk to him. No letters getting to him. That's called due process, and him not getting his due process. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? This man getting everything he getting. Like everybody else, he get his visits, his phone calls, his letters, his lawyers coming to see him. All they got is lawyers running around the fucking YouTube putting out cyber hits on my daughter and my family and all this dumbass shit. Doug Anton, allegedly, we'll say that, but I never seen a high-powered lawyer sit there and talk to fucking bloggers. That right there, I would never get past that. So you tell me why y'all sitting there fighting and talking about this due process. How about y'all focus on why the fuck is a lawyer on a high-profile case since he not getting due process, but y'all don't see nothing wrong with Doug Anton calling a goddamn YouTuber. Like, y'all motherfuckers is crazy, man. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all have no understanding of what going on with no cases, how this shit work, or none of that. I think a lot of y'all listen to so many goddamn stories about other people that y'all really don't know how this really work. Y'all really believe that because you listen to a lot of stories, that don't make the motherfucking story true for us every motherfucking level of what you gotta go through. And every situation ain't the same for everybody. When there's a situation where you cannot get out because it's money, and you got a whole lot of money, like Epstein, or whatever his name was, Epstein, fucking went through. He tried to put up $1 billion fucking dollars. They told him, fuck no, you're not getting no bail. So did he not get due process? Like, what are y'all talking about, man? Stop it. Y'all love this man this much that y'all forget that y'all men. Y'all forget that y'all grown ass women with kids and this and that. This is a man who's off the street from his own pedophilia. He's off the street for his own lust and his own festation on children. He have a fucking fetish for kids, and that's what he fulfilled anytime that he dealt with somebody underage. Did we know all this other shit was going on? Nah. I don't think nobody did. But guess what? You found out quick. And now instead of embrace it, y'all gotta call the informant, this and that. And then they sitting there, we call her, my daughter, informant. I'm quite sure that Shabazz, you sat on that thing and you went into it with the blogger, talking about, yeah, you don't know how she called you and your man was in this joint and a certain way, and all of a sudden she called. Listen to this. For one, right? If you say you recorded all these people, right, and you did this, you must wasn't paying attention, because anybody know a case is not over with. Them feds that came, they was from New York. Do you think they jumped on a fucking plane and got to Chicago because Az was in Chicago, or was they already fucking there? Because Az left without a plan of when her flight was. I'm the one told her when her goddamn flight was. So I'm confused on where that she could just pick up a phone and call the feds. She never had no Fed number. So what are y'all talking about? You've recorded her. You know that Jocelyn wasn't supposed to have been there. I mean, Joy wasn't supposed to have been there. And none of that fight supposed to happen. So what the fuck would you sit on there and implicate it like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, she called the peoples, and next thing I know, they came and snatched her little ass. How about they doing an investigation and they not finished? They probably know who the fuck you is, where you live, and where you went at with her. How about that? And it didn't come from her. Did you ever think that they was already there? Did you ever think it could be bugs in the trunk? Which they do most of the time. They raise something, they plant bugs to hear the different conversation that go on. Did you ever think of all that good shit? Man, y'all got so much to learn about how this shit work. It's unreal, man. It's unreal. But everybody keeps saying, oh, I'm not for this, but you make my daughter out on the other side like she the biggest liar in the motherfucking book. But I guarantee you this, her truth will stand on a stack of Bibles. And everything she say will be supported by all his truth. We ain't gonna say her truth, his truth. So don't make it like my daughter was the only one that knew the bones. He told a lot of people the bones. Just other people didn't want to face the shit that he had on them. And guess what? My daughter, you helped put her worst situation out with that nigga. You put it out as you call yourself getting back at my daughter. You can't get back at something that Allah already made plans for. You should know that. So that malicious shit you tried to do with her, it only made you see how much of a queen she really is. So my daughter don't have to run around this motherfucker and worry about the next thing. She's showing you what her next thing is. She's working. She's doing everything she's supposed to do and want to do. And she ain't asking neither one of motherfuckers, none of y'all for nothing. And you talk about the interview on the other one. She don't do, you goddamn right, she don't do shit at this stage in her thing unless it's paid for. And guess what, brother? You yourself know. I got major networks that can't wait for the phone call to talk to Az, talk to me, or this and that. I got 4 major networks right now that thought we was stands firm with this. But maybe if you would have did the right shit you supposed to did as a man, as a Muslim man, and not sit there and try to get some malicious shit back off your chest and thought that was some humorous shit. I don't care how the fucking documentary turned out at this point. When our daughter made a public thing that she don't stand for, and I made my public thing that it's not a Azrael documentary, you lost, bro. You lost. I don't speak loud on it because we got some other unfinished business, and you know what that is, and you know we ain't got to talk about that. So all that other shit, man, stop this bullshit with this, man. You on this platform trying to go, how the fuck you think you're going to do a YouTube platform? You think this shit going somewhere? You on 4 fucking platforms that I could put all they goddamn subscribed and everything in one little goddamn hand. You ain't even on the major goddamn platforms. Like, this shit crazy to me. Crazy. But you want to bash my daughter Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and on Thursday now, it wasn't like this. No, you should have thought about that before you got on there and tried to make her into this girl that needs help that y'all don't have a goddamn clue what my daughter getting. A clue what she getting. Got her out. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. So got her out with like she running around, she was wide up and all this dumbass shit over this when you know you didn't even know she was coming. I told you when she was coming so y'all could get this shit out the way, over with and done. Like, come on, bruh. Wasn't no goddamn interview. You took advantage of a situation. And you can't say you didn't because you sat on that man live and they sent me that clip where you said you heard everything. You sat outside the door of the hospital, even in the hospital. You was listening through the door and recording. Do you know? That's called Hippa Act. But we'll deal with that too later. So I like when you motherfuckers get on there and you call yourself dogging out a 22-year-old that only went through the experience with this man. Not none of us. Only these victims and that girl right there that's standing strong on her truth went through that shit. I wouldn't wish nobody to go through that shit. But y'all sitting here bashing and trying to do this to get your shit off. Man, get your shit off. Don't bash my daughter. Don't try to crush her and make her into anything. Because believe me, I promise you, she can get on any of these outlets she need to get on at any time. At any time. She just got a lot of shit she working on. Excuse me. A lot of shit she got going on. So she know how to stay patient. She know how to be quiet. And she know how to work on her own shit. So all that try to go against her, man, listen, I promise you, you only brung more bad to yourself. You can't hurt her, man. Allah got her. Allah got her path, and Allah gave me the strength to walk right beside her and her family right on the other side. So we don't worry about none of that, man. We want everybody to come. Everybody to come now. Everybody else that's in the pocket, come now. Drop y'all shit. Keep coming, because then it's going to be the truth. And then the truth going to be undeniable. You can't deny the truth. It's going to come right there, slap everybody in the face, and you know what they're going to say? Damn, man, you know, Shorty was telling the truth the whole time. Damn, family did right. Oh, man, this and that. That's why I don't worry about it. That's why I fight so hard. That's why I stand firm to what I do. And that's why I'm not going to speak on a whole lot of other things that's going on right now. But all of them that put themselves in this, remember, you put yourself in the middle of this shit. Y'all will learn what a federal indictment means. Especially one that's not closed, that's an ongoing investigation. Y'all will learn. Y'all will learn. The one good thing he tried to tell y'all was all the shit that you shouldn't be doing when it's a RICO Act. But what he should have been mindful of some of the shit he was saying that he was recording and putting out as well. You know, he put out my daughter in a certain light, and that's fine. You can't take that back. No matter how many other platforms you get on after that. You got on there with malicious intent. You let them pump you up and you ran with it. So keep running, bro. Keep running with it. It's fine. Girl, I ain't understanding your question. Who you was talking about? Was that to me? Yeah, man, they can stick up for them. You know, and one thing you gotta understand, like I tell you, with anybody is, you gotta ask yourself. You can ask me. I mean, you can ask any man, any woman, any king, any queen, and ask them, you know, what side you stand on. Either you stand for a right side or you stand for a wrong side. Either I like and gonna tolerate a pedophile or a motherfucker who like kids, and I know they like kids now, they showing me like kids. That's my choice now, to be around this person, ignore it, do whatever I want to do, or justify for them. Or I'ma walk the fuck away because it don't sit right with me. I'ma walk away. Same thing with a woman. All these women got choices. They choose to fight because they indebted to this fight, and it's fine. I just hope that the world rebooting for a reason, and I hope they take this coronavirus time to focus on people in their family that need their help. And I know that they realize all that money they was giving away for something that they won't get back, and whatever cause they think it is.
Talking loud with Keish. Yeah. Talking loud with Keish. Yeah. Talking loud.